Welcome back to Everyday English 15. I'm Noah,
And I'm Ellie.
and we are here to make your English journey fun and effective. How's your week been, Ellie? Did Tinkerbell cause any trouble?
Oh, you know, the usual. She decided my yoga mat was the perfect new scratching post.
Classic cat move. Buki tried to help me watch the football game by sitting directly in front of the screen.
They just want to be part of the action.
Exactly. Speaking of action, today we've got a topic that's a real game changer for fluency.
This is a big one. We're talking about how to stop translating in your head and start thinking in English.
It's probably the biggest hurdle for intermediate learners, right? You know the words, you know the grammar, but your brain is doing this constant back and forth translation from your native language.
Right. It's like trying to have a conversation while also having a separate conversation with yourself. It's exhausting and it really slows you down.
Totally. And it makes you sound less natural. You end up using sentence structures from your own language instead of common English phrasing.
That makes so much sense. It's like when I first started yoga, I was thinking, okay, now I lift my left leg, now I extend my arm. I was thinking about every single step instead of just flowing through the movements. Speaking a language should feel like a flow.
That's a perfect analogy. You wouldn't see a basketball player stop and think, okay, first I dribble, then I look at the hoop, then I bend my knees.
Right, they just do it. It's muscle memory.
Exactly. And we want to build that same kind of brain memory for English. The goal is to close the gap between having a thought and saying it. When you think in English, that gap disappears.
And your confidence just skyrockets. You're not second-guessing yourself as much. You're just communicating.
So today we're going to share some practical, fun tips to train your brain to do just that. No boring grammar drills, we promise.
Awesome, I'm ready. Where do we start?
Okay, tip number 1 is super simple. We call it the naming game.
Ooh, I like the sound of that.
All you do is look around you wherever you are and start naming objects in English, silently in your head. So right now I'm thinking microphone, computer, water bottle, window. All you do is look around you wherever you are and start naming objects in English, silently in your head. So right now I'm thinking microphone, computer, water bottle, window.
Okay.
No sentences, no grammar, just single words. It's about making a direct connection between the object and the English word for it without your native language getting in the middle.
I love that. It's so simple. You can do it anywhere. Waiting for the kettle to boil, sitting on the bus. I could be in a shop and think dress, shoes, handbag.
Exactly. I do this all the time when I'm walking Mookie. I'll look around and think tree, car, sidewalk, dog, leash. It becomes a habit after just a few days.
A leash, right.
And you're building those foundational pathways in your brain. Object to English word. That's the first step.
Okay, so once you're comfortable with naming objects, what's next?
You level up to simple sentences. This is tip 2. Narrate your life.
Narrate your life? Like a movie voiceover?
Exactly, but just in your head. You create a simple running commentary on what you're doing. It's your own private internal monologue, all in English.
Okay, give me an example.
So this morning, instead of just making coffee, I was thinking, I am walking to the kitchen, I am getting the coffee mug, I am pouring the water. Super simple sentences.
That makes sense.
The key is that they're about what is happening right now. You don't have to worry about complicated tenses. You're just describing your present action.
I can totally see myself doing this while I'm getting ready in the morning. I'm brushing my teeth, I need to find my keys. I wonder what the weather is like today.
Perfect. You're already doing it. Or when you're shopping, like you mentioned earlier. Instead of just dress, it's I am looking at a red dress. I like this. I am checking the price tag.
Wow, the price tag is very expensive.
Right. I am putting the dress back. But you see, you're starting to form complete thought in English, naturally, and in the low-pressure way.
Yeah, because nobody else can hear you. There's no fear of making a mistake.
Exactly. It's a safe space to practice.
Okay, so we've gone from single words to simple sentences about what we're doing. I feel like the next step has to be a little more creative.
You read my mind. Tip 3 is all about creativity. Let's call it the what if game.
The what if game. I'm intrigued.
This is for those moments when you're a bit bored. Maybe you're standing in a queue at the supermarket or waiting for a friend. You use that time to imagine situations and plan what you would say in English.
Oh, like little role-playing scenarios in your head.
Precisely. You could think, what if I bumped into my favorite actor on the street? What would I say? And you'd play out the little conversation. Oh my gosh, I'm such a big fan of your work.
Right, right.
Could I possibly get a photo? You're practicing spontaneous speech without any of the real world pressure.
That is such a cool idea. I could think, what if I went to a yoga class in New York? How would I introduce myself to the instructor? How would I ask about the class?
Yes, and I use this a lot when I'm planning my travels. Before I go to a new country, I'll think, okay, how do I check into the hotel in English? How do I order a meal? How do I ask for directions to the football stadium?
Asking for directions to the stadium, of course.
It's essential travel prep. But seriously, it builds so much confidence because when a similar situation actually happens, your brain is like, oh, I've rehearsed this. It already has a script ready to go.
That's brilliant. It's like pre-paving the conversation. You're not starting from zero.
Okay, final tip for today, and this one is about immersion. Tip 4, change your digital environment to English.
Oh, that's a classic one, but so effective. You mean like changing the language on your phone?
Exactly. Your phone, your laptop, your social media apps, switch them all to English.
It sounds a bit scary, but I guess you already know where everything is visually. You know what the little camera icon means on Instagram, so you don't really need to read the word camera.
Right. And you'll start picking up everyday tech vocabulary without even trying. Words like settings, notifications, inbox, send, they just become second nature.
That's true. I already do this a bit with social media. I follow a lot of American and British fashion bloggers and yoga teachers, so my feed is already full of English captions and videos.
See, that's a perfect way to do it. You're creating a little English bubble for yourself. You can do the same with music, listen to songs with English lyrics and look them up, or watch movies.
Should you use subtitles?
Great question. I'd say start with subtitles in your own language if you need to. Then challenge yourself to switch to English subtitles.
English audio, English subtitles.
Yep, that way you're connecting the spoken word with the written word. And eventually, the goal is to watch without any subtitles at all. You're training your ear and your brain to just understand.
It's all about making English a part of your daily life, not just something you study for an hour a day.
You've got it. The more you surround yourself with it, the more natural it becomes for your brain to operate in English mode.
Wow, those were 4 fantastic, really practical tips.
But we have one more for you, tip number 5, and it's a big one. Practice with a real person.
Ooh, now this sounds like the final boss level. All the other tips are things you can do safely in your own head.
It is a big step, but it's where the magic happens. All the other steps are training. This is the main event. You have to take the English that's in your head and use it in a real conversation.
I agree, but it can be intimidating. What if you can't find a native speaker to talk to?
Great question. There are so many resources online now. You can find language exchange partners on apps and websites where you teach them your language for half the time and they teach you English for the other half.
That's a great idea. Or you could find online conversation clubs, or even hire a tutor for 30 minutes a week just to chat. The goal isn't to be perfect, it's just to practice the act of speaking and listening in real time.
Exactly. Even talking to an AI language bot can be good practice. The point is to activate all the passive knowledge you've built up. It forces your brain to think on its feet, which is the final step to true fluency.
Oh, okay, the grand finale. This is the one that takes it from an internal practice to a real-world skill, right?
Let's do a quick recap. We had tip 1, the naming game. Just look around and name objects in English.
Tip 2, the internal monologue. Narrate your daily actions in simple English sentences in your head.
Tip 3, the what-if game. Use your downtime to imagine conversations and practice what you'd say.
And tip 4, change your environment. Switch your phone to English and immerse yourself in English language media.
The most important thing is not to get overwhelmed. Don't try to do all of them at once. Just pick one that sounds fun and try it for a week.
Yeah, maybe just start by naming 5 things in your kitchen every morning. That's it. A small, achievable goal.
Exactly. It's all about building a new habit. And remember, it's a marathon, not a sprint. Be patient with yourself.
Absolutely. Well, that's all the time we have for today on Everyday English 15. We hope you feel inspired to start training your brain.
Let us know which tip you're going to try first. You can find us on all the socials. Thanks for listening, everyone.
We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.